What is a property? Properties are used to grant access or limit access to a field, to a certain piece of data. With a general property, I can retrieve the value of a certain field, or I can set the value of that field. And that's all that a property does is for a very specific field, it either grants access to read it or to set the value of that property. Now, with fields, if I have direct access to a field, I can't limit whether or not somebody can read it or write to it. If they can read it, they could also write it. If they can set the value, they can also read it. There's no way to determine one way or another. And so that's why we make fields private, but then we use properties, because with properties, I can grant read access to a field, but not allow somebody to write to it. So that would be a read-only property. Likewise, I could change it so that you can write only to the field and you can't read it. And so examples of these would be you have read access to your bank account balance, but you can't write to that. As much as I wish I could, I can't set my own value of my bank account. I can only read it. On the flip side, passwords many times are write only. You can't see the password. If I call in and tell somebody I forgot my password, I need it, they can't see it, but they say I can reset it for you. And so they don't have read access to my password for security purposes, but what they can do is they can reset it. And so it is a write only property. But that's the purpose of properties, is to grant or restrict access to a field.